I'm a little under the weather today. My voice is definitely going to sound stuffy. I might even sneeze a couple times. Just bear with it. And I might even hack here and there. If we're lucky and getting a blue, I might actually, hack also. Or I guess figuratively hack would be the word for it. If you guys want to drop some feedback, if you like the music that we play on Spotify on the side, or if instead you'd rather not have the Spotify music on the side. And starting off, this pack is hot doo doo garbage. Doo doo brown. It's so bad. Like, the three best cards in here is number one is going to be a Kiba raid, which is what we're going to take. Next up would probably be between the Octopus and the Mech and the Ambusher. Less on the Mech, more on the Octopus and Ambusher, even the Infiltrator, just because they're kind of running almost any deck. Just makes sense to pick them there. We're going to pick the Okiba, though. Light Pause is good in any format that's not this format. It says whenever an aura enters the battlefield under your control, if you cast it, you may search your library for an aura card with mana value less than or equal to that aura card with a different name. There's really not many auras in here for you to be like cycling through like that. I guess if you're in white, you have to like Touch the Realm and a few others, but they're like the exact same CMC, so you need to be like blue to Tamiya's and grab a realm. With that said, though, following up on the Okiba Reckoner raid, there is a Banishing Slash, a Prowler. Those are really the main pickable cards here, honestly. The rest are like niche. If they're like worse cards here, we would just take the Uncharted Haven. So I'm like kind of like torn right now and just picking up the black card and seeing if we might be able to force ninjas here or if we just take the Banishing Slash here. And I feel like the correct play is just to take the Slash. Sure, target artifact, enchantment, or tap creature. Then if you control an artifact and enchantment, create a 2/2 white samurai. That's just a lot of good value there. Nesmia Prowler is good value, but I think we're going to grab the Slash. And then moving on, we have an Anvil and we have a Circuit Mender. I really do like Anvil. Like, I really, really, really like the Anvil. But, like, Mender is just, like, so... It's clutch. It's clutch. You can put it in any deck and it's good. So if you look around at what's been passed the last two packs, we haven't really seen... Well, we saw... really can't read signals. Not too much in the early packs. But, I mean, we saw a lack of red in the last pack and a lack of red in this pack. The rare's going in this pack, and I believe the rare was going in the last pack also. Yeah, because Banishing Slash was the uncommon that was available. The smart play would be to pick the Circuit Mender here. That would be the smartest play. But Anvil, if you can get multiples, it's just so rewarding. I think we're just going to pick the Construct here. Even though there's another ninja in here, we're not really seeing payoff for the ninjas. If the Construct wasn't here, I think the honest better cards, if we wanted to stick in our white, would be Air of Enlightenment and Wanderer's Invention. There's a second Construct. But white just seems really open here, based off everything that we're seeing. An Exemplar, another Era, a Kitsune Ace. So it's looking like we could be white in something else if we pick up on these signals now and don't let them go to waste. We could pick up the Sunblade Samurai here, which I think we're going to do. Next up would be Era. Especially with a Containment Construct, pitch the Samurai, then you can play the Samurai the same turn. There's another Era of Enlightenment, so we're going to pick up these signals. Oh, there's a Specialist, though. That's very late. But I think we're going to try and get into white. Follow up on our Banishing Slash here. That's a fourth Era of Enlightenment. That is wild. We are okay with that. Over the Dragonfly suit is the question. Let's just take the Era here. Now there's really nothing in this pack except for a Geothermal. Puzzle Maker's not bad either. Let's take the geothermal here. This is our OG pack. The octopus came all the way back around. So did the infiltrator, though. Would I rather play white-black or would I rather play blue-white is the question. We have an Okiba Reckoner raid as part of our black package, but I think octopus is too rewarding. And there's a lot of black coming around. Less of whites. I don't think either of these two cards are what we want. We can pick up a Shrine Steward here. We're probably going to get an arrest at some point. We'll pick up the Jukai Trainee here. Monk. Samurai. I don't think this is a Samurai deck. Aki Ember Keeper doesn't run so well in this. Kami of Terrible Secrets actually does, though. Nezumi Blade Blesser actually does also. Centipede. So it seems like we might be white-black. That could be the signals we're picking up here. If that is the case, out of this pack, as much as I want the Naomi, most people let Naomi's go. I think we're just going to pick up the Companion here. We're pretty confidently in white. Like, pretty confidently. No questions asked. I'm down with the Circuit Mender here. So, yeah, Circuit Mender seems pretty good. What do we have here? Really nothing. Nothing in any colors that we're trying to play. Iron Apprentice isn't the worst. How many ways? We don't really have many ways of putting counters on anything. Born to Drive isn't terrible. Or do we just want the Moth here? This is interesting. Interesting indeed. It's only pack 3 though. And we're not switching our white out for green. Not this deep. Not really seeing splashable cards either. I think we're just going to take the Born to Drive. Second Born to Drive. Okay, we'll just take the Lethal Exploit here. Even though green's all of a sudden seeming kind of decent. We're kind of getting cut off hard from white and black. This is wild. I don't think the Dragon Kami's worth it, though. We're probably just going to pick up the Infiltrator here. Yeah, we're not red. I picked that pretty quick. We're not red, though. What is the play here? This is just really... This is weird. Do we splash for the... Maybe splash some red. The Menacer's pretty good. So is the Shrine. I think I'm more down with a second Chain Flow, though. Unforgiving one's pretty good. Granted, though, we don't have a lot of ways of putting +1/+1 counters on things. Modified creatures we control. We'll think about you. We'll think about you. The Rodent's coming back around, but I think I'd rather just take the Centipede here. This is the OG pack. I think now we'll take the Scrounger. It blocks pretty well. Would I potentially want a Walker? I don't think so. I just can't see a world where we actually want that. Red's probably open for this to go all the way around the table. That's disgusting. You wouldn't think red's open based off like the first pack that went around. These are just some weird cards that are wielding. Strange, strange, strange. I think it's a draft we're going to have to relook at also. We just need some ways to actually win the game now. And none of these are it. None of these will win me a game. How many artifacts and enchantments do we currently have? So we have 6 artifacts and 5 enchantments. I think we're going to pick up another enchantment here. Or do we want to repel the vial? We can't pick cards. What? Can we pick cards now? Okay. I think we're going to pick up the repel the vial here. The Imperial Recovery Unit is gas. I'm down with that. Soul Transfer is also gas. There's another Air of Enlightenment. We're going to pick up the Soul Transfer here, though. It's just really good value. It's crazy that Naomi didn't come all the way back around. Do we want the Assassin's Ink or the Gravelighter, though, is the question. Let's pick up the Assassin's Ink. I guess I'm down with another Sunblade Samurai as like ways to close our game out. Or do we pick up the Kuchi Silencer here as a creature and a way to deal with other creatures? Is there anything I might want to bounce? Does not feel like it. The dog, actually. And if we discard something with a contract on the field, let's pick up the Samurai. It sounded cute, but it's not good enough. We're gonna pick up the Ambusher here. There's really nothing for us. You're Already Dead's not bad though. I've been seeing more and more people play it, and I've been liking it more and more. I don't think we have many green cards we're looking to splash here. It's a shame we're probably not going to get the splash of red either. Sure. There's really not much coming back around the wheel. There's really nothing that we want either. Sure. Do we already have a Scrounger? Yes, we do. Yeah, we don't want to. Too bad we don't have like a chef. A chef would be pretty lit. How many samurais and warriors do we have? 3 samurais, no warriors. Okay. Feels pretty bad then. Just in case we need another 2-drop. This draft is interesting. Once again, we're left with a less than suboptimal deck. Lots of removal, though. I think the Shrine Steward can go. Aura or Shrine card, and we don't have any Auras, do we? Yeah, we have no Auras, sadly. I think someone saw the amount of Air of Enlightenments that were going around and just snapped them all up. Let's see, what is our curve looking like here? Kind of expensive. We have 12. As much as I would really like to run this goddamn anvil, it's just not going to be possible. Because our only way of making red would be the Scrounger. That's fine, I guess. That's fine. We just got pop and Kitsune Ace then. Seems fine to me. Be something nice to crew the recovery unit with. Let's toot it and boot it. We've been struggling a lot in Diamond lately. I don't know what's going on up here. Maybe it's just a bad week for us. Or just a bad 2 days. Mythic 43? This is fine with the scry. That's fine. We're gonna pop out the air here. We'll put the planes away. That seems fine. He's got an Ember Keeper. That's fine. Let's just run out the dog. He could have the Ronin, or not the Ronin. Oh, that's fine. So I feel like what we're supposed to do here is just run out Kitsune Ace and then pass the turn, leaving mana open for Lethal Exploit. And then what we can do is he'll crew, we can block and then exploit it. That's even better. Okay. Do we exploit one now is the question. We're going to have 3 mana. Yeah, we're going to exploit one now. We're going to Centipede next turn and put the Centipede on the 2/2. No attacks. So let's go here, play out Centipede. Equip Centipede over here. Just swing in with our 4/4. He's not going to block. And then we'll pass turn. That's pretty annoying. Brute Suit's gotta go. It's gotta go. Alright, so we're going to unattach. Play out the construct. Pass turn. Ooh. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, hitting back hard. Gonna have to sacrifice either his 3/3 or his 1/1. Yep, that makes sense. Kiba is not the worst here, but it's not the best either. Just in case he has like a rat or something. I think we're gonna block here. No, yeah, we're gonna block here. More companions. Sheesh. That's actually really good. I don't know if the Repel the Vile is actually gonna like do anything here though. Do we get a block? Okay. Oof. Oof. We'll gain 2 life. Alright, so we are going to go for a double swing. The Centipede might die, but it's worth it here. I'll probably double block. That's fine. We're going to ambush her here. Returning right here. Scry 2 more. Probably going to be a land the second one. No, Soul Transfer. That's even better. And we have an artifact and enchantment. That's going to be so good. That's great value right there. Biting Palm Ninja is pretty good here. So we're going to hit the Biting Palm Ninja. We're going to exile the Biting... No. Do we care about the Palm? I'm not sure if we do care. No, yeah. No, it only has Menace. So we care less about the Palm, more about the Construct. We're going to exile the Construct. We're going to bring back the dog. He'll sack it. That's fine. We can swing here. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to play out the recovery unit here. Repel the Vial doesn't actually hit anything right now except our shit, which is so sad. I think we are just going to pass the turn. Synthesizer's fine. Okay, keep a Reckoner Raid, something we can actually hit now. So, let's go like this. Actually, no. Do we want to crew you right now? What are we getting back if we crew you? We're trading you, and then we're getting back a creature, 2 or less, back to the hand. If I go Construct, we get a 2/1. We get to grab a land out of the deck, and then play the Samurai. Or I can just get the Companion, which I think is the better pick. And then we're going to swing with the recovery unit. Grab back dog. This thing will get pumped up to what? Yeah, so we're gonna make sure we kill the companion first. He'll probably sack it anyway. We're gonna play the companion. And then I think we're gonna run out the samurai here also. Then we're gonna pass the turn. Oh, a Tawashi, okay. Okay. So if we swing with the Sunblade, he's either getting rid of Tawashi and one more, and I think I'm cool with that. Tawashi and the 2/2 more than likely, yep. Oh, look like this then. And we'll pass the turn. Reckoner Raid will flip. If he does it again, we can just kill it. That's fine. Alright, we're going to go for a big hose play. We're going to swing both these guys. Oh, we don't have an artifact. God damn. Damn. That's fine. Yeah, buddy. The big old hose down play. She has no artifacts either for the anvil. Oh my fucking god. The fucking. Oh. The top deck. What the fuck? That was pretty good. It's so annoying. That is goddamn annoying. Bruh. We have an artifact, so we're going to Kami here. We'll Centipede. Equip Centipede to dog. That's fine. So I guess we'll just pass turn then. Battery's fine. There's really no good attacks with that battery. We still have, like, what, Assassin's Ink? We're just in a really rough spot here. He's got 10 cards left. Infiltrate is a pretty good hit here, though. So we can swing for 5. Put him on a 3-turn clock. Nah, that's pretty annoying. Pretty effing annoying. I don't see him swinging. Dear fucking God. Sheesh! This game. Let's see. So we have artifact and enchantment. It's at sorcery speed though. I feel like we get rid of the ambusher here. Because if we get rid of the anvil, do I really care? There's like no chance. Yeah, we'd rather just get rid of the creature. Probably the creature at menace also. I can trade my Kami into that one. Oh. Alright, it's gonna have to be ambusher. It's gotta be artifact, I forgot. That's fine. Four cards, opponent. There we There's the Shadow Walker, that's fine. There goes a Blade Blaster, so now we can properly block into the 5/5. I think he's just going to deck himself out. Oh, this is too fucking funny. There goes an Assassin's Ink. Yeah, we're just going to deck him out. He's got one card left in deck. Is that game? Good game. Sheesh. When both your decks are so trash. That's one for the books right there. I felt like Metapod Harden. Metapod, use Harden. No, my Metapod use Harden. No, my Metapod Harden. It's just a back and forth wet noodle slap. I feel like this format is the format that I've gotten the most deck outs from the opponent. Not us, but the opponent. What is this, Mythic clock? We'll keep it just because we have Companion and Recovery Unit. We get one Black Source, and we're kind of off to the races. Seems good to me. Oh, the opponent goes first. No, there goes the black. The Mon, the Metal, the Voice, the Treble. Papercraft Decoy is fine. So I'll probably go for the open attack here. We're not going to do anything because we don't care. The Iron Apprentice is pretty good. Uprising Renegade's pretty good. I feel like we're just going to run a Scrounger out here. Yeah, we don't have any modification, nor do we really do modification. Ah, the good old Ember Keeper. We're not going to block the Apprentice if he swings with it, because right now is not the time. Is there a way he has that kill an artifact? Oh! Can I respond? No, I just played it. Never mind. Doesn't matter. That's quite annoying. We're short on black also. I believe we're going to lethal exploit here. Next turn's gonna hurt. This is going to hurt. I'm down to trade the dog though. for an Ember Keeper. Could have a pump. That's fine. I'd rather the pump happen there anyway, though, to be honest. If we play Circuit Mender, what does that get us? We take one, we have a better block into the Ember Keeper. That seems fine. We'll gain 2 life, putting us out of KO range. If he has a Tamiya's okay. That's a bit easier to deal with. Black? God damn it. That's not quite what we wanted there. The thing's tricky. Does he have any other artifacts, though? Yeah, it's got to be an artifact. So we're going to play out the Samurai here. And we're going to pass the turn. He's playing red-blue, so there's gotta be an artifact or two in there somewhere, right? So he's just passing the turn. Alright, we're gonna keep a Reckoner Raid for more life here. I'm going to run out the recovery unit and then pass turn. Because we have Kitsune Ace to give it first strike. Oh my, oh. Oh my gosh. Whew. You gonna swing like a madman? Okay, he is not going to. Instead of swinging here, let's just Kami, draw a card, gain a life. There goes our second source of black. All right, now we're rolling. We should have played Kitsune Ace. Oh, I'm dumb. Dumb. We're not using our mana efficiently. It's fine. Should have paid more attention. That's our mistake. I don't know why these games against Mythics are always like this. I feel like Diamonds and Plats, like, we get blown out. We play against a Mythic, and it's like, alright, now I'm playing some good fucking Magic. If he's going to swing with a 1, we're going to block like this. Because if he has a pump, I don't care. It's a Mender. We'll draw a card. It's value. That's fine. Really wish we would have ran out the Kitsune Ace, though. we're gonna Kitsune here, crew the Imperial unit, save up Assassin's Ink. He has something over there. It's not Tamiya's. Could be a Vaulted Surge. So we're gonna go swinging like this. I believe I might as well swing you also. No, he could have the +2. I wonder what he has in hand. He has something he can do, I'm pretty sure. I thought I saw stop. Hello? Opponent? Hello? If he doesn't block the Samurai, I think I'm down to run in the Ambusher. If he's in red and blue, he won't have Farewell. Farewell is what, 2 pips of white? Or we could just play it safe. That's the real curious question. Alright, let's play out the companion. Pass turn. So now we have 2 forms of removal now. We can construct the Samurai way and play at the same turn next turn. I think we're going to hold our mana up, though. So we would swing first. Alright, so you're just slow playing us. Alright, I see it. Nice. Nice. I see what you're up to. We're patient, my fellow. Do I want a crew? I don't believe so. It's tapped anyway. Alright, so we hit a land regardless. I think we just ink it now, to be honest. If he has a counterspell, that's fine. I don't like this guy. Is he gonna voltage? Yes, he is. Can we grab anything back is the question. No. If we swing, he has 2, 3, 4. That's fine. So I believe what we do here is swing in the spirit. I think we just run out the samurai normally. As much as I want value, it's not the time for it. Target creature or vehicle card. Can't be anything else. What vehicle is less than 3? Yeah, we should have crewed it. I forgot Katsuni says first strike. Whoops. So we just run out the samurai. Run out the construct. Oh. Oh. Oh! Pass turn. Yeah, we should have swung with the recovery unit. I forgot Katsuna gives it first strike. Eater of Virtue. Okay. That is not something we are able to do anything about in our deck. The good news is the recovery unit, no matter what, is going to be fine. Alright, what is the play here? Actually, we can just... We could host this thing. I like that plan a lot better. Okay, so far, I think we're like 5 or 6-0 against Mythics. We've never lost to a Mythic yet. Which says a lot, seeing as we lose to Diamonds and Plats. I don't get it. I'm more terrified of Platinums than I am Diamonds. Another Mythic. Sheesh. This seems fine. This seems fine. Alright. Time to go 6-1. If we get an artifact, that'd be dope. That's not the artifact we want. Oof, Koshinta is pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. Sure. is he? No, he's red-black. Never mind. There's no artifact, but we're probably just going to play out the Kami. Just for tempo's sake. He could have a Behold. Oh. I don't think we are going to Era of Enlightenment. I think instead we're just going to go smashing. We're going to play out the Samurai. We're just looking to drown him out with how fast we're going right now. If he's able to keep up with our tempo, though, then, oh, there goes one arrest. Is he going to mill us? Alright, let's see here. Oh. That's fine. We're going to play out the other Samurai. Play out our land and pass turn. Do we have any way to remove enchantments? I think Banishing Slash does. Grab our Okiba. Look through our deck. Kotose could buy him some time. Alright. Fuck, you don't land. God. God! Let's go like this. It's the mind plays, man. Alright. Can we get him to mill us? That's the question. Is he not going to? We'll go like this. Just swing with the Samurai, see if we can get a trade-off. No, wow. So he probably has, like, Tamiya's or something for it. Wow, what a bitch. I thought for sure he would have milled it. That might be the game right there. What do we have against that? Not much. Don't mill. Now you want to mill? What a bitch! What a bitch! If he gets another artifact, he's going to be able to go through his deck. Yeah, there goes his artifact. So you can just kind of churn through his deck like butter now. That's highly unfortunate. he's playing every color, I would assume he's playing Kamigawa. That's not good. Problem with this draw is this could just be game. I believe that's game. We'll see though. He's got a lot of value. A lot. Dear fucking God. Jugan though? Sheesh! Alright. We don't come back from this. Jugan and Naomi. 6-1 against Mythics. You gotta start taking the L's somewhere, right? Not being able to get past that Katose really freaking hurt, though. Oof. This is like so uninteractive. Yeah, we have to mulligan. This is better. This is a lot better. At least we can play everything. We'll put back the swamp. Oh, he's got the Ronin. We got some aggro going on. So we're going to pop out the companion. We can't block the Ronin with it, but we're looking to hit our third land drop if possible. As it stands right now, we have no answer to the Ronin. The Blade Blesser would be the answer. We're going to do no blocks. Doesn't make sense. Alright, there goes the third land drop right there. We can go swinging for 1. We can play out the Blade Blesser here. Either eats removal or he trades it with the Ronin. Alright, there goes an Anvil. He doesn't have the mana, though, to play out the Ronin again. Then what I'm willing to do here is... I would say play out the recovery unit. Because I think I want to Banishing Slash the Anvil, and I want the value for it also. That way we can at least try and get the dog back later. Or do we just play the Centipede here? Let's swing in with the Blade Blaster because it's free. The only thing you can do is sack the Anvil. Then we're going to play out the recovery unit. Threaten to grab the companion back if he just plays the Ronin and swings, because we'll block with the companion. He could sack it in response, though. It seems that is the play. Ah, okay, I see what you're doing. I see what you're up to, buddy. So, what we're going to do is we're going to Blade Blesser right here. He wants to just keep running the Ronin out to trigger the Anvil. He'll probably sack the Anvil itself. Yeah, that's fine. But the Anvil is now gone. We're just going to swing for 3 because it's free. Grab out the Infiltrator here, and then pass the turn. Saving the Companion as our blocker. Ooh, is he going to kill the unit or the Blade Blaster? It's already tapped. Ah! Okay, so we can Centipede. Equip the Centipede to the Infiltrator. Try and force him to use more removal. He's got a lot of cards in hand, though. I don't know if he's playing another color, or if he just has like a lot of removal and a lot of tempo in there. That's pretty annoying. That's fine. That's fine. Well, now that, like, the dog is just useless. Alright, so we're probably going to block here, save ourselves some damage. Some damage. So it's 4 cards in hand. We're going to run out our Samurai. Go swinging for 3. Okay, Sling is fine. He could have like a lethal though. Maybe that's what he's looking to do. So let's go like. Do we just swing for 5 in the air? No, let's try and hose him. Though he has 3 men up also though, which I don't like. Let's just play the Centipede out here. Equip over here. I don't think he has anything, honestly. We're just going to swing for 5 and threaten game next turn. We're further out of reach than he is. If he has when we were younger, though, that would, oh my gosh. That'd be kind of annoying. We would need him to... If he's going to kill the Infiltrator, I'd appreciate him using as much mana as possible to do it. Preferably not with a Twin Shed Archer, which I don't believe he has, or else he would have already played it. But if he plays the Archer, though, he'd have to play one more card so we don't kill him next turn. Because both of our Centipedes would fall off. That is a thing, but that's game. Unless he has... Nope, that's game. Alright, cool beans. That's terrifying. That thing is absolutely terrifying. I'm kind of glad we didn't try and get cute there. Cute's how you lose games. You do stuff like, well, let me attack with both, and then try and bait his, like a double block or something. But if we did that, though, well, he'd still be dead the very next turn. But he'd be at a higher life value, which would be the scarier thing. By dropping him down, we still have the lethal. We're out of kill range, unless he, like, has battery. And even then, like, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? He would need one more mana for that with the Walker. Our deck's really not that good, if I'm being honest. So we have Death Touch. Now we have Menace, okay. Without an artifact, though, Blade Blesser doesn't get Death Touch, and Kami doesn't get the Life and Draw. We're gonna raid here. Oof. Oof! There goes the artifact, though, but that's yikes. Oh my gosh. It's so yikes. This is a tough call. Do we kill the Shintai or do we kill the Visitor? If he swings. Okay. I think... See, this is a tough call here. I'd like to try and blow him out. That's what I would like to do. This is already big, but 3-4 isn't as bad as it could be. This can keep growing. He needs to keep playing enchantments for this to grow. But he's in green-white, so we'd have to assume he has more enchantments. You just kind of have to assume that. I think I'd rather just play a Kami here instead of using Assassin's Ink right now. If we're going to Ink, we'd kill this. If he has an arrest, oh my god, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm very glad we kept Ink now. The Shintai is like a billion times more worth killing. I can deal with a 4 or 5. I can't deal with that. I believe you play the Blade Blaster here. Juka is not bad. So our Blade Blaster can kill 2, which is nice. Let's go swing with the Blade Blaster first. 1 for 2 is always good. If you guys want to trade, that's fine too. I'm cool with that. If he is going to trade, like we know one's going to be Jukai Trainee, and the other is probably going to be the Shintai or the Visitor. Unless he values the fact that the Vigor can just keep growing by itself. I think it's Visitor and Jukai he's going to block with. Oh. Oh my gosh, that's super annoying. Well, that's fine. So we are definitely in a race now. Does he have another fight? That would be very unfortunate if he has another fight. I'm not going to pump. There was a stop. And he has no abilities on any creatures. I'm hoping that's like a commune. It's a possibility that it could be a season renewal. If it's season, we might just get hosed now. God fucking damn it, it was season. Alright, we got like big issues. That thing is going to be growing at an alarming rate. So at this point, I care more about the green shrine than I do the white shrine. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I value having the samurai out? Nah, I think we're just in a race. Put him on a 3-turn clock. If he kills the bird, our win con's probably out the window. So we're giving him 3 turns to get a reacher or get some kind of removal. I'm down to trade my Circuit Mender for that thing. Oh. Oh. I would think he has a pump then for the Jukai. No. Huh. Interesting. Does he have an arrest in there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that's way better. I can deal with that, as long as it's not an arrest. We're going to play you out here, go swinging for another 5. We're going to play out the Sunblade Samurai here. And then say go and see if he has it. Sheesh! Even though our deck is doo-doo brown, we're doing pretty good here. We're not like getting outvalued by enchantments. That's like the main problem with spot remove this format. Is our Twitch name Kingsolara? I forget. Oof. My nose is acting up again. Oof. Oof. It's definitely Kingsolara. Yep, it's Kingsolara on both. Okay. Okay. I swear we've seen Jacob before. This hand's not the greatest, but the opponent goes first. We can keep a Reckoner turn 1. We have Lethal Exploit for something crazy, then an Assassin's Ink. Seems good. Let's not reveal the white yet. I don't want him attempting to like play around anything strange. Or quickening his speed of play if he sees like, oh, alright, he's white-black, so he's value. Oof. Feels bad. So we get a blocker. I think we're going to play out the Centipede here. It's a secondary blocker. We'll pass turn. I forget if we picked up Soul Transfer this draft. I'm pretty sure we did. We've just seen Ink more than we've seen Soul Transfer. Exploit's fine. We're going to play out the Plains, play out the Scrounger here. So if he has... Well, it makes it a 4-5 if he has Suit Up. So even if we block with the Scrounger and he suits up, I think he's playing blue, black, green, ninjutsu. I think that's what he's playing. I'm going to go swinging with just the Centipede for now. No, I'm not. That's fine. So instead, we're going to do no attack here. I'm just going to develop the Samurai. Hacker is fine. So is Stalker. So we can have a blowout play here with our lethal. Let's make a treasure here, even though we don't really need it. It's fine to have, though. We're going to pass the turn. In case there's any way you can play another beetle, we want to keep our Assassin's Ink in hand. Only thing that would suck is a Biting Palm Ninja to the face. Let's ink it here. We're going to go swinging with both, because we don't really need the treasures much anymore. Play Kami. That's a great hit. Yeah, let's just play out the dog. From here, we have enough blockers. I feel pretty good. Only thing we've lost is Okiba, Wreck, and a raid. What did we lose them to? Lethal Exploit, okay. I don't think we've really done creature trades on our part. Alright, it's a Coiling Stalker. Alright, so we're going to run these three in. If he has a suit up, that's fine, because he has 3 mana, so it is possible there's a suit up. That's fine. We're going to play the other Samurai, drop our land, and pass turn. Oh, what's your other dog? That's fine. That's fine. Let's go getting in. Let's leave you back. Pass turn. We'll leave 1 card in hand. In case he might have some to pluck it. Make him waste some mana. Ooh, that's not good. You can grab what, anything, right? Ooh, that's I need removal like ASAP. I need a way to deal with Katose like now. And that'll do it. We're going to swing out because it's lethal. That was too close. That was too close for comfort. Opponent down to 1. Is that game? Opponent up to 2. Alright, seems we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. I did not expect this deck to get 5 wins. This is what I call overperformance. It does a hot shot. We know what that thing does. Do I think this deck deserves to go, like, as far as it's going? Absolutely not. If we saw more opponents with, like, Beholder, like that first opponent, where you had, like, Jugan and all that, like, that's a deck with gas right there. Or if we went up, like, against a green deck with, like, Prancers, Tails, blue decks with Construct and Modern Age. Oh, this hand's fine. We even have the Samurai with the Construct. Even though, no, it doesn't work the way we want it to. We have to play it that turn. It's not as good of a play as I initially thought it would be. If he has black and he has Toshiro, this is going to feel real bad. If he vaulted surges it, I'm cool with that. We could just get blown out, though, for having, like, 0 interaction. Alright, we just got the soul transfer here. I don't want to, but we can't be taking 5 or potentially 6 next turn. Just can't be doing that. Just play out the Samurai here, air next turn. He's in black, though. He could have Twisted Embrace. Or just a pump, but... let's act. This is tough. What could he have? He could have that 1-drop spell that blows something up and he draws a card. I'll wait till next turn to do anything. Don't need any more lands. I think it's safer to play the Centipede here. I don't think he has a pump. I think... Yeah, we get hosed here so bad. If it's a pump, it's a pump. There's nothing we can do at this point. He could have the +1 lifelink. Oh. Okay, so it was lethal. Okay. Okay. That feels better knowing that. That hurts. That definitely hurts. Another one, buddy. Let's play Centipede. Nothing else. Pass turn. Actually, we can just equip it to keep it safer. he playing some kind of red-black pump deck? Is that what's going on here? He's at 30 life and we're at 9. That is... This is quite the uphill battle. I'm assuming he has removal. More removal, which is crazy. We've already seen 3 of it. 3 pieces of removal. Oh my gosh. That's pretty annoying. My guy. What the hell is your deck? If you have another piece of interaction... My guy. That makes sense, though. That makes sense. He's at such a high life total. We're going to have to Banishing Splash the Centipede regardless. It's got to go. Gotta go. Bruh. I could use more creatures, please. Dear God, land's not what I want. I really need like 2 more creatures like ASAP. Circuit Mender will do. If I can get an enchantment, I can get out of this hole. Bruh. 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 This feels so bad. I think the sling has got to go. There's no way he just swings with the Centipede by itself, right? Fuck. Nah. A little too late, buddy. A little too late. God damn. Couldn't get there. Couldn't get there. He got a lot of removal pieces. Like, that was, what, 5? Imagine if we were playing green, though. Like, we just hose him. His explosives are useless. That is such a huge risk. It paid off for him, though. That is nutty. Alright, we just need a land. One more land and we're in pretty good shape. Enchantment, artifact, artifact. As long as the dog lives. Turn 1 Reckoner is pretty fucking good. These ninjas, okay. We're in some trouble here. We are in some trouble. There's our 3rd land at the very least. He's probably going to hack her here, though. Yep. Another Reckoner raid. Jesus Christ. I think we're just going to play the Scrounger here. So if he ninjutsu's the Reckoner raid, we're fine with that because there's really nothing we can do about it. Who passed this guy every ninja card possible? That's even worse. Alright, I think we're going to have the Banishing Slash right here. Okiba of our own. Pass the turn. If I have to, I'm down to sack the dog now because I don't need it. At this point, he could have a suit up, and it seems he has a ninja deck. Not fringe ninja, but good ninja. 2 Okibas and a life. We've seen Specialist, Infiltrator, Hacker. I don't see any dead cards in this deck yet. So, this is more than likely. It's probably a suit up, sadly. Indeed, it is a suit up. What do we play here? I feel like we want to keep the Lethal Exploit up, so we're going to play Kitsune. And then we're going to pass the turn. We should have swung with the Vigilancer. I forgot about him. That's our mistake of the game. I don't think it's really going to mean much, though, at this point. Okay, so let's see. We're going to kill one. Then we're going to block the other, unless he wants to suit it up. If I can get rid of those suit ups, the quicker the better. We can double block like this. Alright, so we have an Assassin's Ink for the Reckoner raid, but I don't think we want to use it just yet. We just want to Kami here. We're going to swing with here. Oh, we lost the artifact. Whoops. That's a mistake. That's fine if we can get rid of a ninja. Something's better than nothing at this point. What is that? 2 suit ups already? Yeah, this is like, it's like this guy just picked a standard deck. It's only a matter of time for he starts dropping like what are the things? The Beatles. I feel like next turn, depending on what he does, we run out the Centipede. Luckily, he's 1 mana short, though. If he wanted to, he could... Alright, he has 4 mana now. He could just cast a Specialist, like hard cast. If we get a Swamp... I can play Companions, okay. Well, it's not a Swamp. Most definitely is not. So we can't even save up Ink mana either. So it's 5 cards in hand. We know 1 is going to be the Infiltrator. He has a Flyer, so we know you can ninjutsu next turn. I don't want to ink it either. I think our best play right now would be to run in the Raid Wrecker. And probably the Kami also. He's trying to out-tempo us. Really not much we can do against that, but we can start at least trying to fight back instead of being on the ropes the whole time. As much as I want to ink here... Let's see, if he's Specialist on his turn, we're kind of cocked. If he runs in the 5/5, we're down to 2. It feels bad. We just got to play it safe. We're just going to trade here. See what he's got. He's got to be bringing out the 5. Oh, wait, Dakuchi's 2 black, I believe, right? He didn't have enough for it to begin with. Oh, never mind. Alright, so it was 1 black. Alright, cool, 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 cool. Luckily, we saved the ink. Alright, okay, okay, we're in business. We are in business. Swing 5. I don't care if he does nothing. We're going to play the Blade Blesser out here. Either he's going to ninjutsu or he's going to run out his Searchlight Companions and maybe something else. We have 3, 6, 7, 8. 10's not enough to kill. But luckily we held on to that ink. I'm still not sure if we can win because he has so many more cards than we do. That's actually fine. Is he going to play Infiltrator here? So he has 3 mana. He could also Specialist. That's kind of annoying. Luckily, he already killed something, so that's fine. I think I'm supposed to Centipede here. Well, I think I'm supposed to swing first. Because here's the thing. We're kind of just dead regardless. Like, we say these 2 back, right? He has a Gravelighter. This is 4 damage. Go down to 2. Ninjutsu. Maybe for like a hacker, draw a card. We're kind of effed either way. The only way we're not effed if we just play the Centipede. Don't swing. Let the Gravelighter swing in. We need answers. Ambusher will help. We kind of do need to fight back, though. To some extent. It's a tough decision here, man. We gotta go in. Can't be bitch mode. I don't see him blocking here. Yeah. Like he has more chances of winning than we do. Like all he has to do is swing, drop us down to 3, play out Infiltrator and Companion, and then next turn we're dead. Because we have nothing for the air. Though, we're going to force him to block, though, on our swing. But he can just use the chump blocker from the Companion. This is tough. Alright, there goes the Companion. Get a chumper. Oh. Oh. We go to 5. Is that enough? No, it is not. Let's swing just the Okiba here. Fuck, we should have equipped the Okiba with the chain flow. Whatever. We've already messed up. Block with Silver Fur and the 1/1. Oh, wow. Wow. There's maybe a play we could have made like 2 turns ago if we would have thought of it. Play the Ambusher manually and then double quit the Centipedes. Ah, that's game. A good game. Yeah, he's got us. That was a lot closer than I expected it to be at that point. 5 wins with this like garbage deck is still a lot better than I expected. Still a lot better. Let's check out our draft real quick. See if there's a better route we could have gone instead of the route that we took. It just felt like we didn't really have a lot of bosses or a lot of like scary threats. Just removal and value, to be honest. And the value wasn't even that good. Like our red-blue deck, we normally get crap tons of value on that. Let me boot up the 17 lands real quick, see what we can find. Then we'll take this from the first pack. So I feel like we had some pretty good packs, and then somewhere, somehow, things just kind of went awry. So let's see. Let me switch this view up real quick. Go from desktop to 17 lands website. Okay. So, pack 1, pick 1. We take the Okiba Wreck in a raid. The rest of the pack is just kind of like super meh. Light Pulse doesn't do anything in this format. There's a case for picking up a first pick Octopus and building around it. but Octopus is still meh. If it was a 2-drop, I think I'd like the Octopus more, but the fact that it's 3 just makes it really awkward, at least every time I've played it. Mobilizer mech is pretty good, especially if you can get 2 of them. Actually, you know what? We were just thinking about what vehicle, that 3-drop vehicle that gets creatures or vehicles with 2 CMC or back, it gets back a Mobilizer mech, so that makes sense. I don't know if I'd first pick a Mobilizer mech, though, because it feels like you need a bit more to get the Mobilizer mech online than, per se, the Okiba, which is the easiest, and the Octopus. Outside of that, you can plot for an Ink Rise Infiltrator, pick up an early Aki Ember Keeper, try and go for an early modification strategy, but I don't think those are, they're too fragile, that's the best way to put it. If you're against someone with, good removal, they're just going to remove this, or if they have a way to blow up multiple creatures, they can also do that. It just makes it a very awkward turn 1 pick. Pack 2 is pretty garbage itself. We had the option between Banishing Slash and Nezumi Prowler as probably the 2 best cards in the pack. Air of Enlightenment's it's a really good common. It's 2 life, buffers your draws with the Scry, gain 2 life. And then Uncharted Haven. So like common-wise, Uncharted Era. Uncommon-wise, it's definitely Nezumi Prowler and Banishing Slash. Slash, though, just has the ability to destroy something and give you a creature. That's why I like it. Nezumi Prowler just gives you the option to swing with a bad creature and pretty much trade it for life and another creature by giving it Death Touch. That made sense here. This pack, I think we should have picked up the second Circuit Mender, because we get one later in the draft. I just think Oni Called Anvil is strong if you pick it up early and you can get the pieces to it. And pack 3 is early enough to start plotting on a potential black-red deck. I just didn't see the rest of the pieces that we would want for it. Circuit Mender is probably the correct choice, though, just because it's safe. You can toss it in any shell, it's a fine card. Another Ink Rise Infiltrator. I mean, the commons is Ink Rise, Jukai Trainer, Puzzle Maker probably slightly underneath those. Pack 3, I think the Mecha Titan Core is a troll pick. I don't think it's that good, to be honest, unless you have a way to crap out the board. But there's no guarantee that you get this in time while you have your other creatures. It's the reason why I'm not a fan of it. I like the construct. It works with a lot of other creatures that discard. You still can play them. Air, we've already talked about that. Fang of Shigeki is phenomenal in green. A second Jukai. But most people just value these lower than Prancer and cards like that. So it makes sense these are still in the pack in pack 4. Especially with 2 uncommons missing. So they probably picked up the 2 uncommons. Let's see. Black, black, green, green, red. So they probably picked up a blue. Well, some packs are disproportionate to others, though. But I believe a blue card was picked out of this pack, though. From what I'm seeing. So I think Construct's still the correct pick here. A second Construct seems like too much. I think from this point forward, by seeing the 3rd Air of Enlightenment go by, we're just thinking to ourselves, alright, white is open. I don't know how to value Sunblade over Era, though. Because I feel like Sunblade, you can even slap inside of a green shell. I just like the versatility of the Samurai. Though Era still is a good pick. The Exemplar is not the greatest, but if you already know you're in the colors, it's good. It's crazy seeing the Jukai Trini go around. The rest of the cards are meh. I think from here we pick up the signal that white's open. I think we should have picked up the signal that green's also open from this pack. From the Archer and the Master's Rebuke coming around pack 6. I think we even thought about picking up a Specialist here. But from the cards that we already had, the only card that we have that, goes well inside of the blue-black shell is Okiba Raid. That's something we have to get better at when it comes to drafting. Pack 6 is still not a bad point to pivot if you know something else is open. So, this pack tells you there's still a Shintai in black, which is pretty good, and non-aggressive shells. Even in aggressive shells, it can help unmuck up the board of 1/1s. I think Skyscraper is not the greatest. I don't think we've ever played it a single time. Katana's not, I don't think I would ever pick Katana unless, it was like the only card in the pack that was like potentially playable. The best cards are Bamboo, Centipede, Era, and Master's Rebuke and Specialist. With Specialist and Era being like in an area of their own. Rebuke being just under that with Archer and Centipede. And then of course, yeah, White's definitely like clear, good. Yeah, clear and good to go from here. So we pick up the second Enlightenment and go with our first Enlightenment over the Dragonfly suit, which I'm not sure was the correct play. I haven't played the Dragon suit all that much. I've just never been the hugest fan of vehicles. But it being a 3-2 flyer for 3 with a crew 1, maybe should have picked it up here. Not 100% sure though. Pack 8. That's like the third Aki Ember Keeper we saw. Another Puzzle Maker. We see the Geothermal Kami come by. So we're potentially looking to go white-green here. Since we only have Anvil and Okiba. And we're getting further and further away from being able to play Anvil. We just grabbed the Octopus. Which is probably strange. Because we're very far away from blue. Probably should have picked up the Infiltrator. That probably would have been the smarter play. There's really nothing else in there. Aki Ember Keeper comes all the way around. Dakuchi comes around again. We pick up the Shrine Steward here just in case we are white-green. So we can grab auras and enchantments like Graft of Growth or any of those. The Jukai Trainee made sense to pick back up over the return to action. The Kami over the second Jukai is probably a strange pick on our end. Because I think white would have gone better with enchantments if green-white enchantments opened up. And I think that would have been good to go with our second one. If we had any way to give them plus counters, anybody that blocks or attacks into them, it becomes a 4-4 instead of a 3-3. It's just such a solid card. I don't think either of these were terrible picks to grab here versus these two. Nezumi is always the better course between these two, unless you think you might splash. Chain Centipede. And then here, what did we pick up? We picked up the Companion, just because we knew we were 100% in a white. We didn't know if we were white-black. And I thought that Naomi would come back around the table. It's uncommon that Companions come around. It's pretty often that Naomi's go all the way around, honestly. We have no red, honestly. So I think we just gave up on the Anvil. So we didn't pick up the Smelter there. It's correct to pick up that second Circuit Mender. If Circuit Mender wasn't in here, if we're trying to stay on color, it's probably Intervention, Ambusher. Season Renewal is a possible one also. But I think we weren't sure if we're going to be in the green because our green was a lot weaker than our black. We weren't in green-black, though, so Gloomshrieker didn't make any sense here. I think Faded Antiquity probably would have been a better pick here over the Born to Drive. I mean, even Azusa would have been better than the Born to Drive. Even the Moth Rider. I think there's a few people that play traditional. Best of 3, and they say Born to Drive is like a house over there. I think you sideboard it in when you're playing against aggro decks. I think that's when it shines. But outside of aggro, it's not the greatest of good cards. I mean, even a Kami's Flare to like plot on red. Yeah. So we're not wrong for not picking up any red cards here. Because like for us, like we're getting mixed signals in red. So like this pack, this is our pack 2, our pack 1. Smelter, let's say if we went the red pack or the red zone, we pick up Smelter here. Heiko's not the greatest red card. Crackling Emergence is Fringe. And then we have a Kami's Flare in the next pack. Tagashi, which isn't terrible. Into a Ronin Sling. Into a Kamano. Into a Ghost Shintai. Into a... Okay, maybe red was pretty good. Okay. That was just light signaling, though, for red. Because I believe before that, no red, no red, no good red, no good red, no good red. There's really not much good red in our first couple of packs. And I think there wasn't really much good black there either. It would have been really tough to know we were supposed to be red-black. until pack 2 comes around and red opens up. And I think at this point we're so base white that like we're tunneled in our head that we're playing white, and it doesn't make sense to play red white because I hate red white. It's just it's not good. You just have such a low like rate of getting far. Well, there are better pickups we could have had though moving forward. So in here, this is the pack we were moving on to next. I think it was at the point we saw the Ronin after seeing the Tawashi, the Lethal Exploit, and the Kami's Flare. Once we see the Ronin, we're like, fuck, red probably was a little open. But it's just too late at this point. We're in pick 5 of pack 2, and we're pretty cemented at white and black. So I think Infiltrate is the correct play here over the Fringe Kami and the Ancestral Blade. We see Kumano and we take it. I don't know why because we're so far from it. Instead, we probably should have picked up the Uncharted Haven. Probably would have been smarter. Or the Kunai. That probably been the smarter picks. We pick up the Unforgiving one. Hey, kid.
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing. Seeing if you were interested in any food or if you're kind of good.
I mean, if you're hungry, you can make it. I'll eat. But I'm not like super hungry. I can just chill on yogurt and be good tonight.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
And I'm cool with that plan.
Like, I'm not that hungry and I realized it's 9 o'clock.
That's fine.
And I was like, I'm trying to save the dates.
That's fine. I'll see you upstairs in like a second. Like 5 minutes.
I'm not saying anything.
See you soon, kid. Alright, so after was the last pick. It was supposed to be Kunai or Haven. This pick, we grabbed the Unforgiving one. Just because I saw like a pretty cool combo with Unforgiving one and the 1/1s for 1 that distribute the +1 counters. If you you run 1 in, or your opponent kills it, or you sack it with the chef. You swing with the Unforgiving one with the extra +1 counter on it. You can grab that back, and now you have CMC2. You can get back with the Unforgiving one. That's why we picked the Unforgiving one here. But you're already dead. Could have been good along with the Centipede. I think we grabbed Centipede next. Yep. So we grabbed the Centipede. For anything black and white, nothing else made sense. We're back to our first pick. I think Scrounger was probably the correct way to go. Just because we want to make sure that we were able to play our Samurai. And potentially our Shrine when we needed them to, especially with all the removal that we currently had. We just pick up the Heiko, just because there's really nothing good we're grabbing back with this. Like, there's really no creature we want to put back on top of our deck, just doesn't make sense. And there's no ninjas that we... Did we have the Mukotai yet? Yeah, we don't have Mukotai yet. So there's really nothing that we're grabbing back with it. Except for, like, Inkrise Infiltrator. I think the rest of these are just throwaway packs. Then moving into the last pack. Because we're not in really green or red. None of these make sense. None of these make sense either. Our picks are between like Hotshot Mechanic, Kami, and the Repel. Our removal suite isn't set up yet, and so we know we have to pick up some better removal. So we pick up the Repel just so we can get rid of enchantments. So if someone like plays Boseiju, we don't like grabbing 2 lands is like it is what it is. But we definitely don't want that 5/5 sticking around, because normally it's a 5/5, at least by the turn it flips, or a minimum of 6/6. Inside here, we pick up the recovery unit, just so we can grab back Dog and a few other 2-drops. Terrarium's not bad here. We were really hoping the Era would have wielded, to be honest. I'm not used to people picking up Airs quickly. This pack is overall weak, so it makes sense that someone would either pick up the recovery unit or the Era. And of course, we're going to value the recovery unit a bit higher. Especially if you get a Samurai. It's a good loop with the Samurai. So what you can do is buy the Samurai back with the recovery unit. Or play Samurai, right? Play recovery unit, swing in. Or crew the recovery unit with the Samurai. If they block, you sacrifice the Samurai with the recovery unit to give it indestructible. Or you do it beforehand so your recovery unit's indestructible. On the attack trigger, it'll buy back the Samurai. It's like the most annoying thing we saw. It's wasted. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. We've been at this since like 6 o'clock though, and my voice is pretty hoarse. I have to give it a rest after a bit. Soul Transfer is definitely the correct pick here, just because of I think we had 6 artifacts and 7 enchantments. Once again, another Air of Enlightenment. We could have had like 5 or 6 of these bad boys. That would have been insane. Assassin's Ink over Golden Tail Disciple over another Kunai, just because it's unconditional removal. I think this pick we struggled a bit trying to figure if we should get the Dakuchi or the Samurai. I think Samurai is just a lot better. At the time, I don't know why we thought we could pitch the Samurai with the Construct and get the Samurai back to hand, but the Construct just exiles it and you can play it that turn. So it's a 7 mana play that doesn't make the most sense. But we're not upset we picked up the Samurai though. That was our only boss in the deck. We pick up the Ambusher over the Exemplar so we can pick up things like Era, Companion. There's like one other card we wanted to pick up also. Mender. Circuit Mender to Ninja is just really good because it's whenever this card leaves the battlefield, draw a card. So you can swing with it. If they don't block, so they don't want you drawing a card, or they don't want you to out-tempo them, then you just ninjutsu it and still get the tempo anyway. There's a really strong case for green from every card that we saw, honestly. You're Already Dead was another option. Well, no, we pick it because it's really the only option in our colors. Like, we're so far, like, committed to this at this point. That's kind of the end of the draft from there. There's really nothing else that we really grab that we can play. Especially without having, like, dual lands or without much fixing. We're kind of cemented in our picks. So, they picked up the Era there. They picked up the Terrarium, leaving us with pretty much just when we were young. It did come in clutch one game. So, if a card can win you one match, it's worth the slot in your deck. Katsuni Aces, we just played it for the recovery unit to give it first strike as a better attacker. Kunai never made the cut. Goshintai was... that was pretty much just the end of the picks there. But there is a case for being a white-green deck, a black-red deck. It would have been hard, though, to know we were supposed to do that with it being as far as it was for red. Green could have been done as early as pack 1. We could have picked up white-green. Would it have been good? I'm not really sure. Just because of... It wasn't like the greatest of green cards, to be honest. It was just like good green. So, like, let's start from here. That is the wrong... Alright, so let's say after the geothermal pick, there's nothing here, so we end up picking the Infiltrator, thinking we're white-black. I don't think Stalker's that good, so we don't pick Stalker here no matter what. Shrine Steward is still the correct pick here. Jukai Trainee, as we see it. Instead of Kami, we pick up a second Jukai Trainee. We pick up the Highlands, in case you want to splash for a red card. Centipede's fine because there's nothing else. In this pack... we still pick up the Companion because we're base white. This pack, it's still Circuit Mender. If we had better enchantment payoffs, it might be Tails. If we had the Turtle, it would probably be the Season. But it's still correct to pick up the Mender here. Azusa would be the pickup here over the Fade. A third Jukai Trainee would be the pickup. Possibly even Historian's Wisdom. I'm starting to come up on the Historian's Wisdom. If you can play it on curve, that way, like, it replaces itself. So you get a stronger creature, and it buys a whole new card. So it's not the worst in my mind. We still don't pick the Dragon Kami Reborn because it's too slow. There's really nothing else in this path that really take. Maybe Lucky Offering, just to destroy artifacts. Instead of picking up Kamano, we probably pick up the Grafted Growth, or the Blossoming Sand, since we'd be green-white at that point. Fourth Jukai Trainee. Are Jukai Trainees Samurais? Yes, they are. So we probably pick up the Katana, since we have 4 trainees. We pick up the Kunai here. We would have picked the Grafted Growth before, so another card would be here instead. Favorite Jukai's Potential, it's just a combat trick. Azusa would have already been taken. I don't think Fade would have been here. We would have already taken the Jukai, so it'd be Air. But it'd just be like a really fringe deck. We picked Boseiju here, which is pretty good. We probably still get the recovery unit, buy back our trainees. There's even a case for the terrarium, honestly, over the recovery unit, just to dig out in case we play a splash, which probably would have been red if we had. No, we probably would have taken Kamano. Might have been black that we splashed for them. It'd feel like we're being like an aggro green white deck, so it'd probably be Story Weave or it'd be Air of Enlightenment. I think Story Weave though would probably be the better pick. I think it disperses, so we can flip oh my gosh, flip an enchantment and buff something. It's Turtle here, or Satsuki, depending on how many enchantments that we picked up. But I think Turtle would be the correct play here. We still pick up the Samurai. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, it's right the path that we went down. The green was good, but not green white though. Even though white was like kind of like pretty open, and so was green. There's really no huge payoffs though for it, which would have been the main downfall to it. So I think we were playing the right seat. There's a case for maybe we did other things, draft changes differently. Maybe red would have stayed open more. Pack 3 had we picked up red pieces. Maybe pack 3 would have been open more towards green white if we had picked up more green pieces. It's possible. But for going 5 and 3, I'll still take that any day of the week. But yeah, that's all we got for now. So until next time, if you enjoyed it, toss that like. Catch us next time. Let's see if we can get another trophy sometime this week, though. It's been a while. My case is looking a little rusty. Hobie ho, gents and ladies. And don't forget, keep my wife's name out your goddamn mouth.